Starting off with a beginner Surya Namaskar, but in slow motion. So we'll hold every one of those postures for a couple of breaths at least. Feet together, palms together. Release, let it go. Inhale up and just a tiny bit back. Stay there. So you're curving a lot less than usual because you're staying here now. Breathe in, breathe out, folding over, forward bend, and stay here for a few seconds, for a few breaths, knees slightly bent, head hanging loose. Left leg, not too far, knee touching the ground, and wait. Lift off into down dog, and let's spend some time over here. Knees down, cat pose upward. Exhale, hunch, cat pose down. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, breathe in, right knee touch, and stay here for a while. On the next exhale, forward bend, knees slightly bent. Inhale, up, up, and just a little bit back. Stay. And that's it. Straighten up and release. Enough of that. No need to do any more because we did it so slow. We've achieved exactly what we thought we would. All right. Starting first with a few very relaxed forward bends. First one, feet apart. Now use all the support you like. Wider feet makes it easier if your hammies are tight, especially this early on in the class. Breathe in, breathe out nice and slow. Slide your hands down your legs, hands on the ground. Now, don't force this. Don't do as much as you normally do. Only if you like. Bend your elbows, walk your hands back, and allow your head to hang down. Do not try too hard. A little easier than usual. Inhale, half up. Bending your knees, turn your heels in, toes out, one hand on your thigh, other hand on your thigh. Help yourself up. And as you come up, point your feet forward so you don't lose balance. Second one, and it's still a forward bend. Feet about shoulder width apart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward from the hip, and then fall over your thighs there. Drop your head down. Fingers touch the ground. Inhale, look up, knees bent. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale, all the way up. Third and last one over here, feet together, almost the same thing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, knees bent, flexing the hip so that you fall forward and hanging down there. Knees slightly bent, resting your chest on your thighs, really letting go, not trying too hard. Knees bent, fingers touch the ground, look up. Exhale, hands on hips. Inhale all the way up and relax. Next bit, feet apart again. Now, you're doing a Prasaritapad, but with a twist. All right, so feet apart, twisting. Feel free to use a block or even two blocks if you think that makes it easier for you. Breathe in, exhale, fold over, taking your hands down to the ground. Wait there for a second. Now, inhale, look forward. Exhale, left hand moves closer to the right, right hand on your lower back. And if you like, right arm straight up. If you like, you don't have to do that. Use a block if you need to. Keep your hips in line with your heels. You're not leaning behind with your hips. You're not leaning forward with your hips. Make it easier either by widening the feet or by using a block. Breathe in. Breathe out, hands down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, right hand closer to left hand. Turn to the left. Left hand on your lower back. If you like, left arm up. Breathe in. And that's it, hands down. Turn your heels in, toes out, one hand on thigh, other hand on thigh, and come on up. Wonderful stuff. Shuffle your feet together and walk to the front of the mat. We got one more twist. And again, it's a resting one. Yeah, it's not very active, it's not very muscular, but it's quite a strong twist per se. Breathe in, exhale, fold over, left leg all the way back, knee touching the ground. Sit up, left arm straight up, inhale, exhale, cross over the right thigh. And after you cross, push your palms into each other. And today we're not straightening the back leg, just stay in this position. Back knee touching the ground for a change. Inhale, release. Hands touch the ground, breathe out, downward facing dog. Shake about a bit, make yourself comfortable. And let's go. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touching the ground. Sit up. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, cross as deep as you can. Take your time and then push your hands into each other. Back knee touching the ground today. Inhale, release the twist. Hands down to the ground. And once more, step back into a down dog. Shake about a little bit. Now we're doing a side angle pose, Parshokonasana, but with a lot of rest. Right foot all the way forward. Back foot flat. Inhale, come on up. Forearm on thigh, not even going down to the ground. Left arm straight up. And finally, left arm forward in line with the rest of you. Try and feel that straight line from your hand all the way to your back foot. So your hip is not higher than the line, like that. Neither is it lower than the line, like that. Everything in order. One straight line, left hand to left heel. Chest facing the side. Resting on the thigh. Really easy way of doing this, but that doesn't make any less effective. Left arm up, both hands down to the ground. Step back into your down dog. Left foot all the way forward. Right heel turns in. Come on up. Forearm on thigh, chest facing the side. Right arm up. Whenever you're ready, right arm forward. Right arm up, both hands down to the ground. Step back into your down dog. Shake about a bit. And knees down to the ground. Now, a bit of a strong posture coming up, but the way we do it today is going to be really easy, a lot of rest. And for that, I would say most of us will require a block. On your knees, right leg out to the side, we're going to Parigasana. Right leg out to the side. Now remember, with the left hip, you're not doing this, all right? That's a lean. Keep the left hip above the knee over here. Keep the block somewhere near your shin. That should work the best. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, right hand traveling down your shin, and you can place your hand on the block or even on the ground. And that's it. With a lot of rest, don't bother going too deep. Now, most of us can go much more than this, but today this is all we're up to. Really focusing on the stretch of the upper part of the body, the upper part of the rib cage, your left side. Parigasana, the cross beam. Inhale back up, hands down, legs together. Take your block to the other side. There we go. And left leg out. Hip above the knee. Right arm straight up. Exhale. Travel to the left. Rest on the block, all on the ground. Really easy today. Inhale back up. And that's it. Hands touch the ground, legs together. Keep your blocks aside. And that's it. Last part of the standing series. Now, all we're doing is a lunge with three different hand positions. On your mat in the down dog to start with. Right foot all the way forward, back knee touching the ground. And that's your first one. A simple low lunge. Using fingertips or flat palms or fist or even two blocks, whatever works for you. But just make sure you're not pushing the hips behind. Push your hips forward as much as you comfortably can. Do not hurt your knee, please. Next, point the foot back, point the left foot, sit up, hands on thigh. Relax your elbows. Do not pop your elbows out to the side. Just drop them over here beside you so that your shoulders are relaxed as well. Okay, third and last one here. Hands on your hips. Push the hip forward. Look up just a bit. Don't force this. Pushing your hips forward, elbows pointing back, chest open, shoulders open. Just a few seconds, not too long. And that's enough. Release. Hands down. That's done. Change. Lift off. Into your down dog. Shake about a bit. Left all the way forward. Right knee touch. Low lunge. Ashwa Sanchalan, which actually means the equestrian posture or the Ashwa is a horse, and Sanchalak is one who controls or rides or is in charge of. So it's the horse riding position, the equestrian position. Looking slightly forward, do not drop your neck. Time to change. Right foot pointing back. Sit up, hands on thigh. Elbows relaxed, remember that. And for a short time only, hands on your waist, push your hips forward, look up slightly. Release, that's it, hands down. Push back into a down dog. Shake, shake. And lie down on your belly for some time. Arms beside you, turn your head to the right. Slow, turn your head to the left. And gently get your head to the center. Using your hands, push yourself up. Go to the back of your mat and sit in Vajrasana. Feet pointing back. Now remember, if your knees hurt, all right, in this position, all you need to do is separate the feet, keep a block in the middle over there, and sit on the block. And you can sit on two blocks, really doesn't matter. The idea is to be careful and to make sure that your knees last you a long time. So please don't hurt anything because we're going to be here for a while. Absolutely straight back. Now, let's say you don't have a block. How do you take care of yourself? You reduce the weight on your knees by touching your hands to the ground, and that's another option that you have. All right. But otherwise, here. Relax. Feel free to shut your eyes and focus only on the breath. We're holding for a while. All right. Now, the next one, we're just intensifying the feeling in the ankles. And if you've hurt your knees or if your ankles are stiff or you got a little bit of arthritis setting or something, please don't do this. But if you're confident, let me just show you first. Fingers touching the ground, slouch back a little bit and try to lift your knees off the ground. Now, careful, really less with this. For most of us, this is going to be quite a challenge. You don't have to join in. Beautiful release. Never too long with that one. Hands forward, tuck your toes under, and slowly push yourself into a squat. And again, you're staying here for a while. So if you have to, keep one or two blocks behind you and sit on the blocks. Really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Take care of yourself. If you need the block, go for it. So, what we're trying to do from here on for the ground part of today's practice is to move the major joints of the body in opposing directions, right? Or in extreme directions. So, we're starting with the ankles. So, we did a really sort of strong foot extension in the Vajrasana. Now, we're doing a foot flex in the squat. Breathe in, breathe out, lean forward, get onto your hands and knees, and wait here for a second. Okay, next one. We're still using the ankles, but actually we're taking it higher up. We're working on the calves, and at the same time, you're releasing your knees from all that extreme flex that you just did. So, what we'll do is we'll do two down dogs, one with the heels lifted up as much as possible. Then you'll rest, and then you'll do another down dog with the heels pressing down into the ground as much as possible. Let's do this. Come on up, down dog, and heels up. Now, these we won't hold for too long because these are load bearing postures. Heels up as high as possible. Release, knees down. Wait for a second. Wait, relax. Shake your wrists if you need. Second one, down dog again. And you're welcome to change the distance a little bit. So if you make the down dog a little shorter, you'll find that it's easier to get your heels down on the ground. And of course, even if they don't touch, it's okay, but really push them down as much as you can. Down dog, really pushing the heels down. Let's go for it. And again, not too long. Down dog, heels down. Release, shoulders forward, knees down. And that's that. Lying down on the ground, face down. Here's your next two. We'll start with the left leg over here just so you can see what's going on. Matsya Kridasana, all right, translates into the playful fish or the flapping fish. A bit of a strange name, but it's a very simple posture. This is all it is. Left knee out to the side, knee bent. That's it. Head drop down and relax. It's a resting posture with the hip opening to it. You can turn and look to the left, or you can put your forehead on your palms and look down at the ground. Change. Left leg straight. Right knee out to the side, knee bent. Looking down at the ground or looking out to the right. And just letting go over here. The idea is to try and level your hips as much as possible. You notice how the right hip is off. It's coming higher. As you get better at this, your hips will almost be level. Slow, look up. Get your legs together. Come on up into a kneeling on into a hands and knees position. And once again, you're welcome to use a block or avoid this if it's uncomfortable for your knees. We're going to the cow face, Gomukhasana. Now, if you're confused, just wait for a second. Let me show you what's happening. You'll start here in this hands and knees position. Then you cross the right leg over the left and make sure there is space in between your feet. All right, I'll turn around so that you can see this better. You see that? There's space in between your feet. They're not together. That's a different thing. Space in between your feet. And you'd go back and sit. And as you're going back, you're welcome to take a block and keep the block under your hips there. And that makes it a lot more comfortable and safe for you. Okay, so you're welcome to use the block. In fact, I would recommend it. Go. Hands and knees on the ground. Knees together to start with. Right leg crossing over the left. Feet slightly apart. And really nice and gentle, walk yourself back, sit on the ground or on a block, and you're welcome to hold on to the feet so they don't slide away. And this is it, you're just staying here for some time. You can hold on to the feet or hands above. Straight back, take advantage. You can close your eyes. The good thing about closing your eyes is that you can then internalize. And there's nothing outside, or there's less outside that's distracting you. And you're relying more on feel rather than see. So, really, a good idea, especially for regular practitioners. Whenever you have the chance, whenever you have the time, close your eyes in the posture. Breathe in, breathe out, lean forward, hands on the ground. Right leg release, and left leg over. Remember to separate the feet. Separate the feet first, and then go back into your seat. Use a block. Nothing wrong with using the block. You're sitting in between the feet, hands on knee over there, or maybe holding onto the feet so that they don't slip away. Breathe in, breathe out, lean forward, hands on the ground, release the legs. Okay, next one. Big toes touch, knees apart. You're going into a child pose, but with really straight arms. Hips on heels, and exhale. Slowly start going further forward, forward, and down. Look up, nice and gentle. Move your chest forward and lie down on the ground. Wait here for a few seconds. And then inhale up on your forearms, easy cobra. That's it. As simple as that. Now, if you really want to rest over here, there's another thing you can do, and that is bend your elbows and rest your chin on your hands. And that just makes it so much easier. Of course, the shoulders seem to elevate a little bit, but that's okay. We know what we're doing. So you're welcome to do this. So you don't have to then think about holding the neck up. And of course, your choice. Forearms down or chin on your hands. Wonderful stuff. Release and push yourself back. Okay, now careful with this next one. Now, what we're doing is a bit of a shoulder opening, all right? But I'll give you a choice. You can either do the down dog or you can do a variation of the child pose. And it's a balasana variation, but some people call it the puppy. Uh, that's a bit of a misnomer, but you can see why they call it that. Anyway, so your choice. Either you do a down dog with bent knees, focusing on the shoulders. Don't do it just yet. Watch that. Really trying to open the shoulders. Or you start on your knees, all right, and very slowly walk forward with the hands until the chest sort of touches the ground there. Okay. One of those two, whichever one you do. The thing is, if you're doing the second one I showed you on your knees, then you don't move the bum forward. Your hips stay above the knees, or at least almost above the knees. Okay? Choose bent knee down dog or on your knees and walking forward until your chest touches the ground. Now, you're welcome to keep a block under your head or under your chest, even. Not staying for too long in this one. Inhale up, release, hands and knees on the ground. And that's it. Final posture. Breathe in, breathe out, hunch in the cat. Tail tucked in, head dropping down, shoulders rounded. Remember, your neck is doing nothing, it's just dropping down there. Release, and that's it. Sit for a moment. Okay, legs out in front of you. Shake about a bit, relax. Moving your feet side to side. Circles with the feet, circles the other way, and then side to side again, and maybe even a little bit of a bounce. Okay, reclining twists, first with the feet apart, then with the feet together, and we're moving constantly. Now, because we're moving constantly, especially for the second one, you might want to counter shift the hips, and that's okay. Or even if you don't, that's fine. You choose. Lying down on the ground, knees bent, feet apart, fingers interlocked under your head. Now we're moving, we're not holding these. Breathe in, exhale, drop to the right. Inhale up, exhale, drop to the left. Inhale up, right, up, left, up. Okay, now feet together and almost the same thing. Remember, if you like, you can shift your hips in the opposite direction. Breathe in, knees to the right. Keep your knees and your feet together. Inhale up, left, inhale up, right, knees and feet together, up, and final one, left, up. Okay, release your hands. Wait here for a second. Drop to the side, sit up. Comfortable pose, simple crossed legs, straight arms, really vertical back. Before we lie down, let's just uh, work the neck a little bit. Breathe in. On the exhale, turn your head to the right and stay there. Do not turn your chest, just the neck. Inhale, return to center. Breathe in. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, return to center. Inhale, look up slightly, roll your shoulders back, and then drop your head behind. Make sure you roll your shoulders back. That'll keep your neck safe. Inhale, return to center. Slow, slow, with control. Breathe in. And final one, drop the chin down slightly. Now, there's no need to hunch absolutely straight back. Just drop your chin down a little bit. And release. That's it. Lean back, lie down. We're done. Knees bent. Drop to the side, slowly using your hands. Push yourself up onto hands and knees. Lift your hips off and then gently help yourself come up. Feet apart, eyes open. Feet together. Palms together. Breathe in and out.